I think it's important not to engage in reactionary behaviors, which is in part what I did, which I recognize. It is important to, as the media, to keep it very much about the facts, but also about the very real human impact that these facts are having on people. Already teachers have lost jobs. Many teachers have had to take down safe spaces, posters from their classroom. Many of them have had to change the way they speak to the kids. So I think focusing on the human impact of these black and white letters on a piece of paper, what is this doing to our families? What is this doing to our teachers? The stress levels. I mean, teachers already are going through so much after the couple of years that we've had. To add this, I think it's just too much. And I think it's a personal attack on public education in general. They want to privatize education. They don't want to make education accessible to all people. So it's important to ensure that, we don't engage in reactionary behavior, which is very human and normal, but provide the facts, but never forget the real impacts. Kids are dying because of this. 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 Provide the facts, and that's my biggest concern. I want to save kids' lives. If I acknowledge one child and letting them know that they're safe with me and that they are loved by me, that can make such a huge difference. It could change and save their lives. So let's not let them forget that. Provide the fact kids are dying because of this.
For the love of everything that is holy, unholy, and sexual, please, woman, or anybody else who wants to bitch and moan about this bill, provide me one factual statistic that proves kids have been dying more and more because of a bill that's not called Don't Say Gay. I don't care how much you want to bitch and moan about activism, rights, or how you feel, that bill is not called Don't Say Gay. You can complain and say, oh, it discriminates against me, but you don't read the bill, so you don't even know that. You listen to people with blue check marks and a large following, and you think they know every single thing when they haven't even bothered to read a 7-page bill. Fuck, they didn't even bother to read the abridged version, which is about 3 pages. All you gotta do is spend about 10 minutes and 41 seconds reading the bill. It's not gonna hurt you. Maybe you a speed reader. Maybe you know everything in the ins and outs of learning how to read some pages. You don't have to lie this bad in order to make something an issue. You could just say, I have a problem with it because of this, and this. I feel as though it's not gonna be fair because of this reason, that reason, and a third reason. But instead, you idiots just want to scream, shout, complain, call everybody homophobic, and for some reason claim that kids are dying because of this. And you still have not provided a statistic that would prove that. So instead of me sitting here and explaining to everybody why this is all nonsense, I'm going to let my past self do it because it took me about 10 minutes and 41 seconds to read the bill, and it wasn't that hard. You ready to read, Derek?
Yeah, let's get it.
All right. Enacting relating to parental rights in education, amending S 1001.42 FS, requiring district school boards to adopt procedures that comport with certain provisions of law for notifying a student's parents of specific information, requiring such procedures to reinforce the fundamental right of parents to make decisions regarding the upbringing and control of their children in a specified manner. That seems like it's respecting the parents, right, Raven Simone? Prohibiting the procedures from prohibiting a parent from accessing certain records, providing construction, prohibiting a school district from adopting procedures or student support forms that prohibit school district personnel from notifying a parent about specified information or that encourage or have the effect of encouraging a student to withhold from a parent such information. Isn't that respecting the parents? Prohibiting school district personnel from discouraging or prohibiting parental notification and involvement in critical decisions affecting a student's mental, emotional, or physical well-being, providing construction. prohibiting classroom discussion about sexual orientation or gender identity in certain grade levels or in a specified manner, requiring certain training developed or provided by a school district to adhere to standards established by, as we transition to the next page, the Department of Education, requiring school districts to notify parents of healthcare services and provide parents the opportunity to consent or decline such services. Respecting the parents, right? And just for a moment, let's go back to that ending. Let me where I start. Discouraging or prohibiting parental notification and involvement in critical decisions affecting a student's mental, emotional, or physical well-being, providing construction, prohibiting classroom discussion about sexual orientation or gender identity in certain grade levels or in a specific manner. AKA, if you're in one of these pre-K to third grade levels, you don't need to be learning about this. You need to learn how to read, write, and do math, and do all this other basic stuff. And then as you get older, you can learn about this. You can be taught this, but it has to be in a specific manner. But we're going to tackle that later because a lot of people want to move the goalpost with that one. Let's keep reading. Providing that a specified parental consent does not waive certain parental rights, requiring school districts to provide parents with certain questionnaires or health screening forms and obtain parental permission before administering such questionnaires and forms. Respecting the parents, requiring school districts to adopt certain procedures for resolving specified parental concerns, requiring resolution within a specified time frame, requiring the Commissioner of Education to appoint a special magistrate for unresolved concerns, providing requirements for the special magistrate, requiring the State Board of Education to approve or reject the special magistrate's recommendation within specified time frame, requiring school districts to bear the cost of the special magistrate, requiring the State Board of Education to adopt rules, providing requirements for such rules, authorizing a parent to bring an action against the school district to obtain a declaratory judgment that a school district procedure or practice violates certain provisions of law, providing for the additional award of injunction, next page, relief, damages, and reasonable attorney fees and court costs to certain parents, requiring school district to adopt policies to notify parents of certain rights, providing construction, requiring the department to review and update as necessary, specify materials by a certain date, providing an effective date. Be it enacted by the legislature of the state of Florida. Section 1, paragraph C is added to subsection 8 of section 1001.42 Florida statutes to read 1001.42 powers and duties of district school board. The district school board acting as a board shall exercise all powers and perform all duties listed below. It's a lot to read. In accordance with the rights of parents enumerated in SS 1002.20 and 1014.104, adopt procedures for notifying a student's parents if there is a change in the student's services or monitoring related to the student's mental, emotional, or physical health or well-being, and the school's ability to provide a safe and supportive learning environment for the student. The procedures must reinforce the fundamental right of parents to make decisions regarding the upbringing and control of their children by requiring school district personnel to, next page, encourage a student to discuss issues relating to his or her well-being with his or her parent, or to facilitate discussion of the issue with the parent. The procedures may not prohibit parents from accessing any of their students' education and health records created, maintained, or used by the school district as required by S 1002.22 parentheses 2. Number 2. A school district may not adopt procedures or student support forms that prohibit school district personnel from notifying a parent about his or her student's mental, emotional, or physical health, well-being, or a change in related services or monitoring, or that encourage or have the effect of encouraging a student to withhold from a parent such information. School district personnel may not discourage or prohibit parental notification of and involvement in critical decisions affecting a student's mental, emotional, or physical health or well-being. This subparagraph does not prohibit a school district from adopting procedures that permit school personnel to withhold such information from a parent if a reasonably prudent person would believe that disclosure would result in abuse, abandonment, or neglect, as those terms are defined in S 3901. This is where it gets good, Derek. This is the part. Number 3. Classroom instruction by school personnel or third parties on sexual orientation or gender identity may not occur in kindergarten through grade 3 or in a manner that is not age appropriate or developmentally appropriate for the students in next page accordance with state standards. Number 4. Student support services, training developed or provided by a school district to school district personnel must adhere to student services guidelines, standards, and frameworks established by the Department of Education. 5. At the beginning of the school year, each school district shall notify parents of healthcare services offered at each of their students' schools and the option to withhold consent or decline any specific service. Parental consent to a healthcare service does not waive the parent's right to access his or her student's educational or health records or to be notified about a change in his or her student's services or monitoring as provided by this paragraph. Sounds like it's protecting the rights of parents. Raven Simone? 6. Before administering a student's well-being questionnaire or health screening form to a student in kindergarten through grade 3, the school district must provide the questionnaire or health screening form to the parent and obtain the permission of the parent. Getting the rights and respecting the parents. Raven Simone. 7. Each school district shall adopt procedures for a parent to notify the principal or his or her designee regarding concerns under this paragraph at his or her student's school and the process for resolving those concerns within 7 calendar days after notification by the parent. I don't know why it says but at a minimum, the procedures must require that within 30 days after notification by the parent that the concern, next page, remains unresolved, the school district must either resolve the concern or provide a statement of the reasons for not resolving the concern. B, I guess this is like subsection A and B. If a concern is not resolved by the school district, a parent may request the Commissioner of Education to appoint a special magistrate who is a member of the Florida Bar in good standing and who has at least 5 years experience in administrative law. The special magistrate shall determine facts relating to the dispute over the school district procedure or practice, considering information provided by the school district, and render a recommended decision for resolution to the State Board of Education within 30 days after receipt of the request by the parent. The State Board of Education must approve the State Board of Education must approve or reject the recommended decision at its next regularly scheduled meeting that is more than 7 calendar days and no more than 30 days after the date recommended decision is transmitted. The cost of the special magistrate shall be borne by the school district. The State Board of Education shall adopt rules, including forms necessary to implement this subparagraph. Number 2, bring an action against the school district to obtain a declaratory judgment that the school district procedures or practice violates this paragraph and seek injunctive relief. A court may award damages and shall award reasonable attorney fees and court costs to a parent who receives declaratory or the final damn page of the damn bill injunctive relief. C. Each school district shall adopt policies to notify parents of the procedures required under this subparagraph. D stands for dick. Nothing contained in this subparagraph shall be constructed to abridge or alter rights of actions or remedies in the equity already existing under the common law or general law. Section 2, by June 30th, 2023, the Department of Education shall review and update as necessary school counseling frameworks and standards, educator practices and professional conduct principles, and any other student service personnel guidelines, standards, or frameworks in accordance with requirements of this act. Section 3, this act shall take effect July 1st of 2022. And so my question to anybody, Raven Simone, all of the gay rights activists, the one dumbass that was standing proud protesting for Disney, all the people that's ignoring Disney employees getting arrested for human trafficking. human trafficking. Oh, by the way, Derek, I talked about that, and somebody tried to say, oh, well, they have all these employees, so how are you going to sit there and think everybody's going to know about that? How are you going to sit there and act as if you're fighting for the rights of children when you got people in your own camp participating in something that could violate a child? The 7 pages I just read to you, how long did it take me? Did anybody clock me? Who clocked me? I hope somebody clocked me, because all I've seen from people is that, oh, it's gonna be too long. Oh, I can't read it. Oh, I ain't got enough time. Oh, go read the bill. Oh, you go read the bill. I can't have time to read the bill. Oh man, I got too much time on my hand. All anybody gotta do is just sit down and read. It ain't that hard. I don't know why people want to make it that hard. I don't know why y'all want to make it this complex issue of not understanding the plight of the LGBTQ community. And guess what? As much as y'all want to try to make it seem like you know everything about the human development, children don't stop growing up in the 3rd grade. This does not prevent any education about LGBTQ. Once they hit 4th grade, you can teach it. Once they hit 5th grade, teach it. 7th, teach it. 8th, teach it. 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, whatever. All you gotta do is just wait, because guess what? A fucking kindergartner saying I'm some robotic pig doesn't make them a transgender. A 1st grader saying they touched little Timmy on the ass don't mean it make them gay. Your weird mentalities are letting you think that a random kid who doesn't even know the concept of SpongeBob yet explained to you that they think they know what they are without allowing them to grow is the dumbest thing you can do. And guess what? If they say these things at a young age, and after a certain period of time they're still saying that, well, guess what? They're gay. Deal with it. They're lesbian. Deal with it. They might be trans. Deal with it. That's all you gotta do. But to sit here and pretend that we have to sit here and understand the plight of a bunch of people who are so desperate to want to be respected and have all these issues brought up, yet they're lying about a bill that's 7 pages, it makes people want to think that you're trying to do something else. It puts a precedent in some people's minds that you're trying to do something heinous. It lets people know you have no reading comprehension. And guess what? It don't take that long. You motherfuckers are just lazy. So again, to anybody that wants to call it the Don't Say Gay bill, that's letting me know you didn't read the fucking bill. And yet, after all this time, I still have yet to have anybody tell me what's so discriminating about this bill. I read it. You saw me read it. I put the clip in already, so you know I read it. Once again, it's just that easy to disprove that some of you motherfuckers are desperate to try to get something to stick, but your reading comprehension proves you don't pay attention. So subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye. Learn how to read.